What's going on, guys? It's Cynical and welcome back to another Spire news and information video. Today for you guys, I wanted to sit down and talk about the exciting Spyro drop that recently happened, because as of right now, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy is officially completely revealed. We now have a glimpse of all three games that will be included in the Reignited Trilogy, and personally I'm really excited just because of the fact that Spyro 3 is my all-time favorite. Year of the Dragon, I absolutely loved it. It was the Spyro game that I actually played the most out of all three. It was the one I spent the most time with as a child, so it's definitely the title that means the most to me, and finally seeing it now within the Reignited Trilogy is absolutely beautiful. Now real quick, in case you guys don't know, Spyro was present at Gamescom. The demo was there available to play for the attendees. This demo was a little bit different. It consisted of two Spyro 2 levels as well as a Spyro 3 level, which is Sunny Villa, one of the best Spyro levels, hands down, one of my all-time favorites. Not only that though, but shortly after Gamescom, a YouTube channel that goes by the name of Pez, they actually got a hold of some exclusive footage showing off a lot of the different Spyro 3 levels within the Reignited Trilogy, and my god, it looks so good. So I'm going to leave the link to Pez's YouTube channel in the description down below. This footage has been brought to you courtesy of them, so shout out to those guys, absolutely amazing people. So first up, let's take a look at the Sheila gameplay, seeing as we've seen a lot of gameplay from Spyro so far. Obviously Spyro 3, the real cool big new feature of that game was the fact that we actually got to play as different characters aside from that of just Spyro. And we're now finally seeing some footage of the first playable character in Spyro 3, Sheila, and we also get to see her new redesign for the Reignited Trilogy. Now, there's been a lot of nitpicking when it comes to the redesigns for the different characters within the Spyro games so far for the Reignited Trilogy. Personally for me, I mean, when you look at all the different characters, whether it be the enemy characters or the world-specific neutral characters or the good guys, just any characters in general, so far I have to say that the redesigns are actually really good. I don't think I've had a single problem with like really any of the redesigns so far. Sheila, obviously in the PlayStation 1 version, I mean, when you look at the character model of Sheila, she looks like your bare bones kangaroo. But now we got a kangaroo with a bit of personality, you know, she's wearing a backpack, she's got like a little t-shirt on, she's also got hair as well, and I know a lot of people have been talking about the whole hair thing, saying, you know, originally Sheila never had hair, so why does she have a set of hair now? It makes no sense. But at the end of the day, her name is Sheila. She is a female kangaroo. If she wants to have hair, let her have hair. But this is Sheila's level right here, and it's looking absolutely amazing. It's pretty much laid out the same way as I remember from the original PlayStation 1 version. One thing that I have been saying a lot throughout the Reignited Trilogy is that the colors absolutely pop, and you can see that with the white snow on the rocks hand, you can see the greens with the grasses, it pops, it looks so good. Alright, next is Sunrise Spring, which is the very first hub world for Spyro 3. It's an extremely nostalgic hub world for me. Mainly because, like I said, Spyro 3 is my all-time favorite, and I spent a lot of time running around the place, especially in this hub world as a kid. And so it's crazy to see this place looking fairly the same, but so extremely different at the same time. It looks so beautiful, especially with like all of the little sort of particle effects floating throughout the air. Oh my god, it's eye candy. In the distance here, we see the Sunny Villa world portal, and then just beyond that, we see the cave egg on the rocks. And then just beside that, we also see Sheila's world portal. Alright, moving on over to Sunny Villa, the very first world you'll visit in Spyro 3. And I have to say, oh my, the colors, the architecture, the enemy redesigns in this world specifically, I mean, everything is just so spot on. Sunny Villa is once again another world that I spent a lot of time in within Spyro 3, mainly because, yeah, it is like the very first world you go to, aside from obviously Sunrise Spring, which is a hub world. I spent a lot of time in this place, running around the place, chasing giant chickens, as well as riding on skateboards. I had a lot of good times here. One thing I especially noticed in this level was definitely the architecture. Obviously, Sunny Villa is based around sort of Roman Greek-esque architecture, and the way that the architecture just pops in this level is really good. Obviously, there's a lot more attention to detail when it comes to, you know, different structures in the environment space and different objects and whatnot, and it's just looking really good. Like, a lot of everything is just popping. We then move over to the skateboarding section of Sunny Villa, which you can access at the end of the level, and everything's looking fairly the same. It looks to be that the controls for the skateboard minigame looks like it works the same way as it did in the PlayStation 1 version. We also have to take down these little red rat lizard things. God, I freaking hated that minigame. Screw that minigame. And then the very final level we have right here is Cloudspire, which again is one of the earlier levels for Spyro 3. To be fairly honest with you guys, I wasn't really all too fond of Cloudspires back when I was a kid, mainly because there was just so much gliding involved, and you know, when you're a kid, you're not exactly an MLG pro sniper lord when it comes to video games. I mean, some kids think they do, but in reality, let's be real. And so, because I suck so much, I would constantly fall off the edge and fall to my death, you know, 38 times before I would even get to the second checkpoint. So this level is kind of leaning more so towards nightmare fuel for me. But all in all, I mean, looking at it visually, it looks so good. Very nice. Toys for Bob, god damn it, you guys, masterminds. And the last thing I thought I would mention as well, this is some information that came out a little while ago, and back when it did come out, I actually did not cover it, so I thought I would mention it in this video. But basically, within the Reignited Trilogy, you do actually have the option to switch between the reignited versions of the music throughout all three games, or you can actually switch back to the classic Spyro soundtrack, which I think that when it comes to really any remaster remake, if it is going to contain remastered tracks per se, I think it's always nice to have that option to be able to switch between a remastered version of the tracks as well as the original. And especially for a game like Spyro, I think the music is just such a big part of the experience. Stuart Copeland is the composer for the Spyro series, and if you guys have heard some of the Spyro music, you will know it's extremely different but so damn good. So yeah, it's nice to know that we can switch between the original versions of the music and the remastered. Now guys, with all that being said, that is going to pretty much do it for today's video. I pretty much just wanted to sit down and talk about the Spyro 3 stuff, mainly because Spyro 3 is my personal favorite. Again, it sucks that the Reignited Trilogy ended up getting delayed in the end. It's now pushed back to the 13th of November, but as Toys for Bob have explained, they need more time in order to make this the best product they can. So if that's what they need, we should definitely respect that. Now guys, in the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts and opinions towards today's video. However guys, I'm Cynical, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.